Today we're going to be going over the top 10 things you need to understand to be a profitable sports bettor. Number 1, point spreads. One of the first things that you're going to see when you're looking at a team, if you're sports betting, is going to be a plus or a minus sign and then a number. The plus indicates that they are the underdog. The minus dictates that they're the favorite. If a team has a minus 2.5, that means they're a 2.5 point favorite. So in that game, they're going to have to win by 3 in order for you to earn money. If they have a plus 2.5, that means that if your team loses by 2, you have made money. Now, if a point spread is at something like a 2 or plus 2, and if they lose by 2 points, then in that case, you guys are going to draw even and you just get your money back at that point.
Number 2, money line. So for the money line, you're, instead of betting a team to win by on a certain amount or lose by a certain amount, you are picking them to win straight up. So if you're picking the favorite, let's say for Ben's example is minus 2.5, they'd probably be like a minus 125. So you have to put 125 down to win 100. But that plus 2.5 team, they'd probably be around plus 100. You put 100 down to win 100. So it's the more value is on the underdog, but the sportsbook thinks that the favorite is going to win.
Number 3, we have totals.
What do you think?
I like totals.
Totals is essentially just a total point amount that that Vegas sets for each game that they think the game's going to get close to. So we'll do NFL, for example. The total could be, say, 46 points. You have the option of taking over the total of 46 points or under the total of 46 points, whether you think it's going to be a high-scoring or low-scoring game. If the total points scored by both teams combined is over 46, you win if you took the over. If you took the over and the total amount comes out under 46, then you would lose. And again, like Ben was saying with the spread, if the total lands exactly on 46, no matter if you took the over or under, you would get your money back.
Number 4, prop bets. So a prop bet is, instead of betting the game, you're betting a player in the game. So for example, if you were betting NFL team and you bet the quarterback passing yards, 254.5, you're betting on him to get over 254 yards the entire game. So, and that can't hook or anything because 0.5. So if he's not going to throw for 254, you would take the under.
Number 5, we're looking at future bets. So future bets are exactly what they sound. It's a bet that is going to win or lose in the future. It's not going to be, a one-night thing. You're going to put money in and you're going to wait an amount of time to see if that bet is going to cash or not. For example, we'll stick with the NFL. You can place futures on next year's Super Bowl winner, the first overall draft pick, which coach is going to get fired first, awards such as MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, etc. You usually get plus odds on most futures, as it's kind of, anybody's guess as of right now what's going to happen in the NFL season next year. So it's a good way to put a little down and get a big return on your investment. And it's kind of fun just to watch throughout the season as you have just a little bit of money on something that you can follow along for throughout the season, rather than just have a bet win or lose based on one night or one game.
Number 6, parlays. So parlays, instead of betting one team to win or one player prop or something like that, you could do 2 or 3 or 4, however many you want to do. Let's say, for example, me on a Sunday, I think the Chiefs are going to win, but I'm really confident that the Dolphins are also going to win. And I just want to put $10 down on those 2 teams to win. So if I combine those 2, it'll be plus odds, putting both their money lines in or whatever you want to do with it. Basically, you're risking less and betting them separate, putting them together with a higher payout. But if one of them lose, then it doesn't hit. So parlays are a bit more riskier.
So number 7, we have live betting. So live betting, again, it's just what it sounds like. You can be watching a game, kind of see how the flow of the game is going, and you can get involved in the action live as they're playing. So the odds are going to be constantly updating, whether it be the money line, the spread bets, the over-under, the player props. You can, in today's age, basically bet anything in the live market. So you can watch the game. You can see a player's getting hot. You can check his live points total, say basketball. If LeBron James, looks to be doing pretty well early, you can get in and bet over his points total live in game. So a lot of people like to just watch the game, get a feel for what's going on, and then place their live wagers rather than get involved early without seeing any action.
Number 8, line movement. So line movement is, let's say the Chiefs are -2 before the game starts, and then, like 10 minutes before game time, they move to -4. That means that instead of we needing to win by 2, they need to win by 4 now. And typically that could mean that an injury caused that line to go up in their favor, or a lot of people are on them money-wise that move into their favor. Typically, I wouldn't worry too much about line movement. If you're confident in a bet, take it.
Number 9, finding the best line. There's a lot of different types of sports books out there. There's FanDuel, DraftKings, all these different types, and they set their own lines. So you might be looking at a game and you see -110, and everybody else you're looking at is -110, -110, -110. You're searching for that one book that has at +100. That means your payout's going to be better if you put your money there. So if you are connected to multiple apps, it's really good. Before you place your bet, check all of them and see if you're getting the best line possible.
Lastly, number 10, always gamble responsibly. Always have fun when you're gambling as well. Don't gamble outside of your means. You never want to bet an amount of money that you're not comfortable with losing. I would suggest setting a bankroll for yourself, maybe $500 to start. Just something that, if you were to blow it all in a couple of weeks or months, you're not crippling yourself. So yeah, just have fun with it. Play around with it. It's a blast once you get into sports gambling. But yeah, just start out slow. You don't need to be making a second income right away off sports betting. So just have fun and bet well within your means.
We wish we knew these 10 things before we started sports betting, but if we can leave you with one last tip to be successful, that's watching our podcast. We post every week, Better and Green. We respond to your guys' comments, so every week, if you have an idea or you want to learn more, leave a comment, join our Discord at Cooper Sports, and we look forward to being profitable with you guys in the future.
Welcome to Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? Listen in and cash out, that's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spots from the bottom to the top, hey. Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Zed, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast, Better and Green.